L-O-V-E, love is good for your health. Dr. Peggy Malone is here. I'm glad I wore my red shirt today, kind of a love-themed color. We're going to speak about how love can be good to your health, all different aspects of love and why it's important to us in our daily activities. Peggy, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike.
I love that you came in to see us again today.
I love to be here.
Stop it. That was terrible. So we're coming up to Valentine's Day. It's going to be next week, I guess. No, sorry. Wait a minute. We've already done Valentine's Day. I'm bad. But we can continue on. Yeah, this is a pre-tape. I guess we figured that one out already. But the point is, in our lives, Valentine's Day is that one special day that we celebrate love and those that we love around us. But it can be going all year long. It's kind of like the Random Act of Kindness Day. Should go all year round.
Absolutely.
And keeps us healthier. Maybe you can start out with us here on the Inside Elgin program and tell us why and how love can be good for my health.
Well, and sometimes when we're thinking about Valentine's Day, we're thinking about our sweethearts and hugging and kissing. So if we talk about kissing, kissing builds up saliva in your mouth, which can reduce plaque. So that's like one of those things that you wouldn't necessarily think about is good for you in terms of kissing. It also works the musculature in your face, which helps to tone the muscles, which helps you to look and feel younger. It also, when you're close to your sweetheart, when you're kissing, your blood pressure is regulated and goes down. So it really helps to help your health in that way as well.
That's interesting. So I would think that, not being a doctor, when you're starting kissing and you're getting excited about being with the love of your life, that your blood pressure would go up.
Well, I think probably sometimes it does, but in
the
general,
when you're would go up,
yeah.
But the blood pressure itself comes down. Well, that's really interesting. So now, what does that do as far as our systems go? How does that make us healthy if our blood pressure is lowering when we're doing that?
Well, one of the things we talk about stress all the time, right? And the stress response is blood pressure comes up, heart rate comes up, the body goes into stress response. So being close to people that you love, when you're hugging them, you're releasing a hormone called oxytocin. And oxytocin helps you to feel safe and calm, and it helps you bond with your partner. And this can be when you're hugging your sweetheart, but these same effects have been seen when you're hugging pets too. When people are like around their cats and dogs, they get a lowering of their blood pressure and they get that same release of oxytocin, which is why having pets to love is good for your health as well.
I love when we had our cats, just watching them sleep and laying in the sunshine made me relaxed and makes me want to have a nap.
Yeah, there's lots of cool studies that show that. So people think about Valentine's Day as, oh no, I don't have a partner, or I don't have a love. But just being close to anybody that you love, whether it's your pets, your friends, your family, hugging and kissing are good for your health. So they lower your blood pressure. They help release those healthy hormones that help to calm everything down, create a better situation in your whole health.
So it's interesting that for people, when we speak to the folks at the VON that do the home visits, for those that are homebound and don't have a lot of people to talk to or discuss what's going on in their lives, and they offer the volunteer service where the folks will go out and visit with them and just sit beside them and listen and talk. I think it's that human contact, even the touch on the leg, it shows that you're listening and you care about somebody, must help them be healthy for one, but just be positive in their life. So this is a perfect example for those that have nobody. Just even that 1 hour in the week where somebody's going to visit them is going to boost up their love of life and their enjoyment of life. So that's an interesting point. So hugging, touching, and kissing is good for you unless you're too young for that, and we ask that you not do that at home. There's our disclaimer. You have to be married.
No.
Okay, you don't have to be married.
Hug your kids, hug your parents.
Hug your kids. That's even another good point. And the kids, hug your dog, hug your cat. Just go hug everybody today. Do a random act of kindness and hug the next person on the street that you see and see how that works out for you. Even without the touching and the hugging and the kissing, close relationships, that good contact, that good friend can really help your health level too. And we'll speak about that. We have Dr. Peggy Malone, and we'll talk about that right after the break here on Inside Elgin. Just a moment. Welcome back to Inside Elgin. Love is in the air. I love Dr. Peggy Malone, and when she comes to the show, she always has such a great one. Today we're speaking about love and how it can be good for your health. Kissing, touching, hugging, loving your pets, watching them sleep in the sunshine, all that can be great. But Peggy, you found something really interesting that you wanted to read from some of your research there, and then we'll talk about that when you're done.
Well, there's one study that showed that when people have positive, fulfilling relationships, they're 50% more likely to survive over time than people with poor relationships. So it really is true that relationship factors really help to increase your health. So the thing I wanted to read was that the study found that having poor relationships had the equivalent effects on physical health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being an alcoholic. The effect of lack of social connections was found to be more harmful than not exercising and twice as harmful as obesity.
I don't think I remember the last time I went to my doctor and he said, are you nurturing your relationships? That'll make you
Right.
feel better, right? They always tell you to lose weight, quit smoking, you know, your diet, watch your diabetes. There's lots of different medical things, but the relationship part of it,
Yeah.
50%, that's huge. That's all we really have to do is to increase the good feelings in our lives. Well, I told you during the break too, a friend of mine, we had a little falling out, you know, through after high school and after university, didn't speak for a few years, and every time I thought about him or drove by his house or saw him drive by me, it was a negative thought, and I want to fix that, I want to fix that. And the day that I did, it really did change things, lifted me up, lifted him up, and now we're back to being buds again, and it's
Yeah.
great that way. So why don't doctors talk about nurturing relationships more, or certain doctors maybe do, like the psychologists and psychiatrists, but not the medical doctors? They don't think about that fact.
Well, and I think probably most of us in our culture realize that we feel sick, we go to the doctor, they do the stuff that's associated with your body. This is something that obviously you and I are surprised to hear about it, so everybody's surprised to hear about it, probably medical doctors as well. So now that we've seen the study, we know it's there, then we can prescribe for people today to go out and fix those relationships that have been broken, or like make sure that you're connecting with people, because human beings are social. As a culture, we need to be in a group in order to survive. We have that commonality, and so being closer to other people is going to help our relationships in general, obviously, but that's going to create a better situation for health.
And even if we've had poor relationships in the past, that doesn't mean that we can't create new ones and get out there. There's lots of different opportunities to volunteer and make yourself feel good, make others feel good. You can take part in the theater, different groups, do the visiting with the VON, anything like that. The crisis responders, do something that'll make you feel good and create new relationships, forge new ideas, and make new friends.
Yeah, so just like you're going to quit smoking, you're going to start exercising, you're going to do all those good things for your health, this is one more thing that you can do. It's easy.
Add that to the list, and it doesn't cost you anything.
That's right.
Really, for the most part, volunteering is awesome.